Today I'm doing a very exciting video. I say that about every video, but they're all very exciting in my opinion. And that is holiday book romance recommendations, or holiday romance book recommendation. That's the right word order. Sorry, I'm trying to get Ella to stop playing with the bottom of my dress because you're gonna snatch it. You're gonna snatch it up, Ella. Ella is a fan of these books as well. She said that you should read them all. Basically, last year was my intro to holiday romances, and I really liked a few of them. I only ended up actually reading 2, and then one was on my Kindle, and it was a random, super short form Christmas romance, but I'm gonna share the 3 I've read already, and I highly recommend them. They put me in such a good mood. They really elevated my Christmas spirit. And then I'm gonna go into the 8 or 9, I'm not really sure how many, holiday romances that I have on my TBR this holiday season. Let's just get right into it. So the 3 that I have read are 1, In a Holidays by Christina Lauren. Now, I loved this book. There is a bit of magic, I guess you could say, like a magical element, but it's not fantasy in any way. It honestly reminds me a lot of Christmas movies where you get a redo or get a glimpse into another life, but it's kind of like Groundhog Day vibes. I think that's the reference, but it's basically the same day is happening over and over again to our main character, and there's a point to it, but they just talk about Christmas cheer so much, and it's amazing. Like, there's snowball fights, they do tree things and decorating and hot cocoa, and reading that puts you in a good Christmas mood, so I highly recommend it. I also read We Met in December by Josie Silver, and oh my gosh, I loved that book so much. So much. It was a little bit sad at times, I'm not gonna lie. There was a specific moment where our main character was dating someone who's not the main guy, and you know this at that point, there isn't a spoiler. Yes, so it's definitely more on the, I don't want to say contemporary fiction side, but it felt more fiction than romance. I mean, obviously the forefront of the story is basically these 2 people and their journey of kind of dating other people and then somehow maybe ending up, but I really liked how real and raw it was. It was cheery and had Christmas stuff in it, but not the whole book. It was a very toned down Christmas romance. That's what I'll say, because it goes through a few years as well. So you're getting a longer glimpse into their lives, and they talk about a lot more than just Christmassy stuff. I can only say that those 2 that I mentioned are almost polar opposites in terms of Christmas cheer. In a Holidays is all Christmas, all the time, all fun, all jingle bells and everything. And then We Met in December is a toned down version if you still want mentions of Christmas and snow and all that good stuff, but it's really not the forefront of the story. And the last one I read, I don't know if I super recommend it, but it was really short. It was The Christmas Pact, and it was okay. It was very fan fiction-y. That's kind of how it felt. It's an enemies to lovers, and they do a Christmas party together, and then the guy ends up going with this girl that they're not dating, but he goes with her to her family home during the holidays. Very Christmassy, pretty cute, super short and fast-paced, and yeah, it was just a nice little Christmassy book to read last year. This year, however, I'm taking it on another level. We have so many books to get through. First, I'll go through the 4 I have right here, and then I'll mention all the ones that are still at my parents' house because I didn't plan out what books to bring very well. I forgot that I would be away from them in Montreal for half the month, more than half the month, so I'm gonna cram in some reading while I'm at home because they have so many of my books. Anyway, the first one, I just picked this up today, and it is Royal Holiday by Jasmine, Gilori, and this one I don't know much about. I just read the back in the bookstore as I bought it. Basically, short synopsis overview. She is the mother of a girl who's a stylist, and she gets a work trip during the holidays, the daughter to go to England and style someone from the royal family. Then the mother falls in love with Malcolm, who is private secretary. Sorry, that took me so long. Yeah, so she falls in love with the private secretary, and basically the question of the book is, why you're reading it, is to find out if it's gonna be just a fling while she's on vacation, or are they gonna stay together past New Year's Day. And this just seems super sweet, and yeah, I have nothing else to say about it. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be holiday, it's gonna be a romance, and it's gonna be in England. So you know what? This has 3 check marks for me. Next, I have the holiday swap. I know genuinely nothing about this. Okay, twin. There we go. All I read was the word twin. It's definitely twins who switch boys and then they fall in love with the other guy. That's what I think is gonna happen, and that's probably what is going to happen. I don't want to read more about it, but oh, it says all they want for Christmas is a different life. Interesting. Also, super random tangent. I've been on twin talk recently, and I'm so jealous of people with twins. They say like they save on gym memberships and like libraries and all that other good stuff because you look like the same person. You only need one. Very cool. Next, we have Duke Actually. Again, I know nothing. Okay, The Man of Honor and the Best Woman. Wow, it's a royal wedding. Okay, so there's lots of royalty in Christmas books, I guess. But yes, there's a royal wedding. They're enemies to lovers, I'm pretty sure. Falling in love was never part of the plan. It never is. It really never is. Oh, it's starting to snow. I'm on crack today. I keep talking about random things, but this is very cute. He's a duke and she is, it does not say, but she's from New York. Then we have probably the one I'm most excited for, which is Window Shopping by Tessa Bailey. I just want to say I don't understand why this book was so goddamn hard to find, because it wasn't at Indigo and it wasn't at any local bookstore here, but I ordered it off of Amazon, and it's such a weird type of book. You can't really tell, but it's like glossy, and the texture of this is weird, but I mean that won't change the quality of the writing. It's just I wasn't expecting this. Also, it's clearly not as long as her normal books, which is a good thing because I have so many books to read this month. I hope I can bang this one out in one sitting. I might even make it the first book I read, like, out of the romances. Oh, and what is this about, you may ask? No idea. I don't want to find out, so I'm not even looking at the back. Sorry, you can Google it. All right. Now we have 3 more, so that makes 7 that I want to read in total this year, actually. But the next thing I want to read is the 12 Dates of Christmas, and I bought this last year with the, intention of reading it, but then it became January 1st, and I said, fuck this, I'm not reading this when it's not the holidays, and I've been waiting until this year to read it. So when I go home, I will be reading it. I think she goes out with 12 different guys, or just with one guy. They kind of agree that they'll spend Christmas together. It's one of those. And the next Christmassy book that I have not with me but I own is Mistletoe and Mr. Right. Genuinely know nothing about this book. I'm so sorry, but I will be reading it, and I recommend it even though I have not read it, but it's a holiday romance, why not? And the very last book that I'm counting as holiday romances, because New Year's is a holiday, is This Time Next Year. And you guessed it right, this is not a Christmas romance, it's a New Year's romance. So I don't know where this book will take us. Maybe they'll meet every year on January 1st or December 31st. Or maybe they'll spend a whole year together, who knows? I'm excited to find out about this romance. I haven't really seen many New Year's one, so this should be interesting. But yeah, that is everything. I really hope you enjoyed, and I hope I'm going to enjoy some of these romances. I'm very much looking forward to reading them, and I hope that they make me read super fast because I have so many books to read this month and I'm dying of stress. Have a lovely rest of your day. Ella says, have a lovely rest of your day. Oh, I just got rejected. Make sure to drink lots of water and stay hydrated, and you can check out my Instagram and TikTok down below, and my blog as well, and all that good stuff. And yeah, bye!